Hey everybody, how's it going? Mike from the Focus Garage here, and today we are back in the Corvette. Now I know I've been slacking on the Corvette content as it's frickin' mid-June here, and this is the first video you're seeing of the car all year, but we've been crazy kind of up to our ears in motorcycle content lately with that Iron Butt Challenge, which we did complete, and we'll have a video on that coming soon. But right now I'm taking the Corvette out to a Thursday night car show that I've been going to pretty much all season long so far. So I'll throw some pictures up of that, of what I've been going to this year at this Thursday night car show. But this is not the Corvette's first time out all year. I've been sneaking this car out anytime I have been able to when the weather's been nice. You know, obviously since it's got working heat and working AC, it's not like a race car that you can only take out when it's 70 and sunny. So I've been caught in some rain and stuff like that. So no big deal. But the car's been out, you know, a bunch this season. It's been performing great. You know, we've gotten some of the fluids done. Everything's up to par where the car should be. No weird issues or anything like that at all whatsoever. So car has been driving really well, and I'm really happy and excited about that. Right now you can see it's hot out. It's like 90 degrees. We've got the top off here and we're cruising out to that Thursday night show. There should be a huge turnout tonight. From what I've been seeing online and on the groups and stuff like that, there are some big power cars coming. We're talking a Calvo Motorsports Dodge Viper with a turbo on it. It might even be a twin turbo car. And then some high horsepower GTRs and a few other things. There's a lot of Corvette guys, like C7 guys around here that run like 1,000 horsepower and they think they're you know, pretty fast, pretty big. But they're really not anything compared to these 1,500 horsepower, 1,800 horsepower cars. So it'll be interesting to see if they want to set anything up in Mexico after the meet here tonight. My car is obviously far too slow for anything like that, but that's not to say I don't enjoy kind of rolling out there with them sometimes and seeing what ends up going down. So maybe we'll get some of that depending on where the night takes us, maybe not. I always still try to kind of get over that vlogger thing to where, like, if I'm out in public, you know, do I want to take the camera out and record everything I'm seeing and show it to you guys? And I'm trying to get better about that. So maybe at tonight's show, I'll bust out the GoPro and I'll kind of, you know, pan through some of the audience here of the cars that we've got, you know, show anything interesting and kind of give you my thoughts and feedback about that. Because I don't usually do that, and I feel like it's a missed opportunity for anybody who's watching who's just an overall auto enthusiast. If you know me, I don't discriminate, you know, I like all types of cars, anything from, you know, boosted 4-cylinders to a V12. So anything in between, I'm about it. I can appreciate a good clean build, and I'm always looking for something interesting. So I'll try to bring you guys along with that tonight. But right now we're just cruising the car. We've got the exhaust in quiet mode. It's been a long day. Not trying to drone my ears off here or have any kind of crazy noises like that. So I'll catch up with you guys when we're at the meet, and we'll go from there. Another neat thing that I'll have to work on showing you guys too is just how crazy it is with this dual mode exhaust. I've got the controller mounted right down there. Just how quiet it is when you're cruising along in quiet mode, and how loud you can make it when you open these valves. Because right now, obviously, you probably won't be able to hear over the wind or anything, but I'll mic it up one of these days. It's silent. Like this, with the roof on and everything like that, you could have a totally normal cruiser, and then you open up that exhaust and it's just an insanely loud experience, and it totally transforms the car. So it really is like having two cars in one, which is why I'm so glad that I finally got that factory dual mode exhaust worked out and functioning properly with that aftermarket NPP and a box controller. So that's just 2 cents I wanted to share there. Super stoked on that piece, and always love to comment on that. Figure we'll hit you with that loud mode real quick. Screams. So, wouldn't you know it, my dumb self chose not to take the camera with me when I walked through the show this night. So you're just going to get a little bit of voiceover from me here about the different vehicles that I saw and what I thought about them. So just kicking it right off here, we're going to have this Audi S5 that was lowered on some blingy wheels with kind of a color changing wrap, and it was on airbags. Now I get it, this is pretty much your go-to formula if you're trying to get likes on Instagram and be seen on TikTok and things like that. But these kind of builds, as I get older, have really lost my interest. Cool car, just not really something that I'm interested in, and that mod path there. Of course, here we've got a good old 427 Corvette convertible, basically known as a convertible Z06, almost, for those of you that know your C6 Corvettes there. Fairly rare car. We've got a nice 6th Gen Camaro here. Another 6th Gen Camaro here. Always a fan of seeing these cars around. Pretty neat. We've got my Grand Sport, of course, posted up there. This was really neat. This was a Pro Touring Resto mod. Chevy Chevelle here, powered by an LSA drivetrain, fully modern suspension, Willwood brakes, independent rear suspension. This is a really, really cool car. You can see through the window there that it also has some Recaro racing seats. Thought that was pretty neat. Here's just kind of a farther shot of everybody at the meet there that night here. So you can see we really filled up quite a few rows of parking. Audi turnout was very large. Volkswagen turnout was decent. Quite a lot of Mustangs as well, as you see off in the back there. We've got pretty high horsepower GTR here. I think this thing is 15 to 1800 wheel horsepower, somewhere around there. C8 Corvette in beautiful highlighter yellow if you're into that sort of thing. Very loud. We've got a gated V10 Audi R8 here. Pretty sharp vehicle for sure. Always a fan of those things. There's the gated shifter there, 4-tax. Here's just another line of cars we've got here. Pearl White CTSV, Terminator Cobra. A Ranger Danger. That's a Ford Ranger. That ain't no stranger. I ain't no stranger. We all know that truck. That's a Ford Ranger. Just got another line of cars here. We've got a Mustang backing it up. Camaro, some other stuff there. A 4-cylinder Supra, which is my first time seeing that out in the wild. I've seen plenty of the 6-cylinder ones. This is the 4-cylinder Supra that I've seen out in the wild. You can tell here by the wheels and the tinier brakes. This was really, really cool. Probably one of my favorite cars that night. This is a twin-charged Buick. So you can see here we've got the root-style blower, and then off to the right there actually is a turbocharger as well. This was really cool on some bigger brakes. It had the Bonneville wheels on it. Really, really neat. You can see you've got the oil cooler line pumping out of the bumper on the lower side there, kind of by the signal as well. So that's pretty neat. Here's another 427 convertible, just after I was saying they're rare. I guess they're not that rare anymore. Some of the Audi turnout there, S6, S8, RS7. This is my brother's Audi A3 that's lowered on some aftermarket wheels here. He's got some other mods planned for that car in the future. Corvette gang here, rolling strong. Trailblazer SS versus its arch enemy, a Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT8. Some more Trailblazers. Mustang GT here. New 911 Turbo that was debadged to not look like anything special, but you ain't gonna fool us, we already know. Very cool car, very expensive car, but as I tell a lot of people, this would be the perfect dailyable supercar in my mind. A Calvo Motorsports Dodge Viper ACR here. Very, very neat car. Sequential transmission, huge power. I think this thing is around 1,500 to 1,800 horsepower as well. That's at the wheels. And this is a very, very cool car to see in person. We've got a R33 GTR here. It's really neat to starting to see these over here. Always a fan of these cars. Pretty cool. And that's all the we got. All in all, I would say that was a pretty successful night. I think we saw some pretty cool cars, got to talk to some pretty cool people about some pretty neat builds, and we're just on our way home now after enjoying the meet. So if you guys are interested in what you saw tonight, definitely let me know. Drop it in the comments down below. I do go to this pretty much on a weekly basis, so if you're interested in more content like this, I can definitely bring it over to you guys. So let me know. I do enjoy going to stuff like this. If it's something you guys feel is worth seeing, I can video it. If not, I'll just kind of proceed and continue going to it without the video camera there. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this one. This is Mike from the Focus Garage signing off.